Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is my 38 pregnancy. Let's try again. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my 38 week. Oh my god, Emma, you can't say it. You can't say it. It's the channel of the video. The title of the video. Oh my god, baby brain. Baby brain. Honestly. 38 week pregnancy update. I've got this. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my 38 week pregnancy update. Right, it took a while to actually say that. This is my 38 week update. 2 weeks till my due date, which is very exciting and scary and nervous all at the same time. Especially when I've never been through this before. This is my first time, and trying to know what to look out for, labour signs, everything like that. It's just a lot to take in at the moment. One of my best friends has just had her baby, so I kind of like message her about like what to look out for and things like this. But at the moment I haven't really been feeling anything, because you look out for your plug going away, your twinges, bleeding maybe. What else is there? Just water's breaking, which is an obvious one. Nothing at the moment. Little bit of little tad pains here and there if the baby's moving a lot, but I don't know whether that is because the baby is so big now, so it's just, you know, it's taking a lot more room up, and it might just like kick something as it's moving along. But apart from that, no, I think it might be a late baby. Well, I still got 2 weeks, so anything could happen. But my partner Ryan is very excited, but also wanting the baby to come now, because he's just so impatient. He just wants to see the baby, especially with because it's both our friends that had their baby. So seeing her just makes this also real, because we've kind of gone through his pregnancy together. So this is actually a baby inside me. It's not just, you know, something that's kicking and moving around inside me. It's actually a baby, and it's going to be real, and it's all these like floods of emotions that come through, and I think we're just so excited and so ready. I've got everything ready now, that we're just wanting the baby now. We really want to see his baby, we want to see his face, want to see the gender, see what that is. Lovely surprise, I can't wait for that. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that everything goes to plan. I really like a water birth. That is like the main thing I really like, and the fact that I don't really want an epidural. That's just my choice. It's, to be honest, it's more the fact that I'm a bit scared of the epidural. Not that you should be scared of an epidural. I think it's just the fact of the needle going into my spine. I just don't like the idea of that. I mean, I might get there and you know, the pain might be too much, but I really want to stick to the fact that I want a pull birth, because I do love my baths, and they really do relax me, and because I've had a history of anxiety problems in the past, I need anything that will relax me a bit more, because I don't want a panic attack or anything like that during labour. Luckily I don't have them as much anymore, but you never know when one could come up, so I just want to keep everything very calm. And I've been watching, you probably will tell me not to do this, but I've been watching One Born Every Minute and all these TV shows about midwives and things like that, and every one of the women that had the water birth just looked as calm as you can be during labour, but looked a bit more calmer. So that's what I really want to go for. But there's only two pools in the birth centre. It's a birth centre that's actually in the hospital, so if anything goes wrong I can always just, you know, be moved into the hospital part. But yeah, that's, so it's a luck of the draw, I think, really. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have my water birth. So yeah, that's exciting. But I just need, it's just strange. I want to know my signs. I want a sign saying that something's going to progress, and I feel like I am being a bit of I'm getting carried away, because like I said, it's 2 weeks still until my due date, and usually first time mothers go over their due date. Not all the time, but usually. So I think I've got a while yet, but we'll see. Symptoms wise, mostly the same, but more the fact that because I'm so big now, my stomach, especially sleeping, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to move. I feel like I'm moving the world as I'm like going to each side every night, and yeah, it's not very comfortable at all. You get a bit achy, and plus the hips as well. So obviously because you've got to sleep on your hips during pregnancy, not hips, on your side, so you're laying on your hips, the pressure of your weight is just on them hips, and it's so painful sometimes. Some nights it's so painful, so that's not nice, and you can't really get away from it unless you slept upright, which a couple of nights I have done. You know, you just take a few paracetamol and see if it works, which really doesn't, but you just got to get over it. At the end of the day, it's not that long until the baby's here now, so I'm just trying to say, look, it's just what I've got to go through. I did suffer with PUPPS rash for a couple of weeks. Luckily, it's mostly gone away now. It's more if it's very hot, which right now in England it's so hot, so it's not exactly great for the rash, but I did have experienced it where it went all over my legs, my hips, under my arms, and on my chest, and it was like this red, like heat rash kind of look, little bumps, which it wasn't very nice at all, but for some reason it's just gone away. I did get some steroid cream from the doctors, but safe for pregnancy. And I also got some tar soap. So, what's it called? 1 minute, I'll get it. I was actually watching a video on YouTube on how to take away symptoms of PUPPS rash, because it is so itchy and horrible, and I don't wish it on any pregnant woman, because it is unbearable at some times. And I have scars over, well, not scars, cuts all over my body from when I've been scratching, because I'm not really good at that. I really am a scratcher. And the main product that every woman used in these videos was pine tar soap. So I got this from Amazon. I'll try and link it below for you, just in case you are suffering with this, because I feel like this did help the most, like every other woman said, so I would really recommend this, and I don't think it was that expensive. But you just literally get the soap, wash it under the water so you get some suds, put the suds onto a scrunchie, but don't scratch yourself with the scrunchie because it'll make it worse, obviously, because it's like itching. So you take the suds off the scrunchie and then just wipe it all over the areas that, you know, have the rash, and then just leave it for a couple of minutes while you're in the shower, just, you know, out of the shower, and then wash it off. And it does help a lot, especially at the night time, because that's a lot when it's worse. I always found that just before I go to bed, I take a shower and do that, and then just before I wake up in the morning, because when you've been sleeping, you sleep on your sides and heat, you know, is all over you, especially when you're sleeping, and because of the weather. I don't know what it's like in winter, but that's what it was like for me at the moment. So I'd wake up and then I'd take a shower straight away. But luckily, for some reason, it's calmed down with the cream and that soap. I think that's the best bit. So the cream I got prescribed from the doctor. So I went to the doctor and explained about the PUPPS rash and how unbearable it was. So if that is what's happening with you, I would recommend going to your doctor and getting some cream, because I think just with the soap, it didn't really help. So both of them really helped me, and there's no rash anymore anywhere. I only still, between my thighs, still get really itchy, and on my legs, because my legs were the worst part of it. So I do still get a little bit of itchiness there, but there's no rash anymore, it's just itchiness. So I just, you know, try and avoid itching to make it worse. So apart from that, it has gone away, which is thankful. I'm so thankful for that, because I thought I'd have to, sometimes PUPPS rash, you can have it a couple of weeks after you've had the baby, and the only way to get rid of PUPPS rash is to have your baby. So I'm glad that it's gone away just before then, so I'd have to deal with that. So yes, that's one of the big symptoms that I've been having so far. Apart from that, I haven't had anything really. Nothing major anyway, nothing different, nothing that's changed anyway. The only thing right now is that it's really hot, so my feet are swelling slightly, which is not nice. And I can't bend over anymore to get anything, so Ryan has to put my shoes on. He's actually had to paint my nails. I've actually trying to, I don't know, I think maybe I'm in that nesting stage now, so I've been cleaning a lot. I'm on maternity leave now, I think I said in my previous video. So I'm cleaning a lot, getting everything ready. I've got all the baby stuff ready, all hospital bags are packed. And waiting. I've just got them on the side, and then I think we'll just take them because it's too hot and I don't want to really leave it in the sun, you know, in the car. I know it'll be in the boot, but still it's a bit warm. So that's ready. I think that's it really for symptoms wise. There's nothing really different. I've had my call from their health visitor because she's not doing home visits at the moment with everything that's going on with the virus. So I've had a phone call from her, and she's just gone through everything that I really want to know. Questions on feeding, on, you know, I was worried about the heat, because I feel like if it was winter, you can kind of guess about what to put your baby in clothes wise. I've never had a baby before, so, and heat is a big thing with like SIDS and things like that, so I really wanted to make sure that I was doing everything correct, that I was going to do everything correct. So I was just making sure that what to really dress the baby in when it's really hot, making sure to check, and she told me to make sure that they check your chest and not the hands, because they're too cold. They'll always be colder than your chest, and that's how you check that the baby's okay, especially if they're sweating as well and things like that. Talked about feeding, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on feeding, on either bottle feeding or breastfeeding. And to be honest, I've still not made up my mind. Part of me wants to try breastfeeding, part of me wants to just bottle feed, part of me wants to combination feed and try both, but it is such a hard one, and there's a lot of people that are for and against different things, different information from everybody. So it's a hard one. So I feel like with our baby, I'm taking both bottle to hospital and formula, and anything to do with breastfeeding as well, and then I'm just going to decide there and then what I want to do. I feel like that's the best option, because I just can't make up my mind, and I feel like once I'm there I'll know, hopefully anyway. But I mean, we can always try, and if I don't particularly like the breastfeeding, I could always go to bottle. It's not a big deal, and I'm not making it a big deal. End of the day, it's your choice. You want to do what you want to do. There's no right or wrong answer, because they say breast is best, but formula nowadays is so amazing, and the nutrients inside that are basically just as good as breastfeeding. So I'm not putting pressure on myself. I'm trying not to anyway. There's been a few days where I've had a few teary moments, because you feel like a bad mum if you don't want to breastfeed, but you shouldn't do. It's a choice. Not everybody wants to do it, and not everybody can do it. So we'll just see. I might not be able to. But yeah, so she gave me some good advice and some places that I can go locally if I do have problems, if I do decide to breastfeed, which is nice. I've also had the midwife come to my house and talk about birth plan. So she just basically went through everything that I didn't really know about labour. You know, things that you see these one born every minute and things like that, but you don't actually see what kind of pain relief you can get. I only knew about gas and air and epidural. I didn't know that you could have these injections. Like there's an injection that you can have to relieve a bit more pain than the gas and air, and still be able to stay in the pool, which I thought you could only have gas and air when you stay in the pool. So that was something good to hear. And another one, I think it's pethidine, but you'd have to get out of the pool for that because you get a bit drowsy. But I think it only lasts 4 hours, and then you could, if your baby's not coming right there and then you can go back into the pool, which is nice. I definitely know I don't want to do the epidural, so at least I've got some extra pain relief there just in case I know I can have it. So I think that's it for everything about this week that's happened. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to say. So I thought I'd show you my bump at 38 weeks, and then yeah, that's it. So this is my bump. Oh, try to move the chair a bit. Oh. So that is my bump at the moment. 38 weeks. It's getting big now. Definitely. That's it from the front. So yes, definitely popping now. So yeah, that was my 38-week pregnancy update. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps with some maybe questions that you've been having as well, if you're in the same boat as me. And I will see you next time. Bye.